Hi, welcome to Dance Brain, where we talk about the beauty of partner dancing. And today I'm here with Queenie. Hello, Queenie.
Hi, Jason. Thank you for having me.
Thanks for doing this.
Yeah.
So tell our audience, how did you first start partner dancing?
Okay. Started in early 2017. I had been wanting to dance salsa bachata. Well, at the time, I didn't know bachata, but I knew of salsa. So I found myself at school close to my work, and then decided to go every day after work just to practice. That's how I started. It was in Shanghai.
Is dancing popular there?
Yes, I would say partner dance is fairly popular in Shanghai, or in multiple cities in China.
Is there a reason why you chose that specific dance?
I didn't know too much about partner dance, so it just kind of presented it to me. So yeah, I didn't do too much research.
What did you think about the music when you first heard it? How did it make you feel?
Infectious. I loved it. Yeah.
And what other dances do you do right now? And what was your journey like after your first initial dance?
After salsa bachata, I got into Kizomba, and it's the Kizomba that's back in 2018. So they dance very differently than what we're dancing now. And by saying Kizomba, I actually mean Urban Kiz, right? And then later on, I was exposed to Zouk as well. So altogether, pretty much like in the first 12 months of my dance journey, I already took all the classes that I could. I liked all of them, but quite frankly, my heart was with bachata at the time. And then after that, I moved to the States, and then I had been training for salsa on two for like a year or so, and then discovered that my heart wasn't there anymore. I started to train for Zouk. I love the Zouk very much, and then later on focused on Urban Kiz. So that has been my passion for the last 4 years.
What initially drew you to Zouk? Why did you
Zouk
dance?
Because a few of my friends in San Diego were training for Zouk, and they were like, come join us, it's fun. So one day I went to this Halloween party or some sort where people just dance Zouk, and I was like, oh, what is this? Let me try it out. And then, as a pretty intuitive follow, I think I followed up fairly well, and then I was like, okay, this is fun. Zouk is a very highly technical and complex and beautiful dance.
Yeah, that makes sense. And what did you think about the music?
Music actually first drew me a lot. I loved it. However, after I got into Urban Kiz Kizomba, I realized that Zouk really lacks original music. So they rely on some DJs to mix the existing songs, and especially in recent years, they use a lot of Urban Kiz music, to be honest. And Urban Kiz music is actually not a official genre, but because Urban Kiz is so diverse and very encompassing all kinds of music genre. So yeah, when I'm dancing certain music, certain songs to Urban Kiz, of course I'm very familiar with all of them. I would say not all of them, but I would say majority of it. And then when I occasionally go to Zouk Social, I realize they're all playing my song or our song. I was like, no, they need their own music. They need their originality and all that. But yeah, that's how I feel about Zouk music.
So what drew you to Kizomba and Urban Kiz?
I would say the connection. That is something that I hadn't experienced in other dances. I really like the connection, and then the music also drew me the most, because I noticed that there's so many genres that we can play with instead of just one particular genre that you can only dance to.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
And for Zouk and for Kiz and Kizomba, the dances are danced to songs that are mixed, so there's no stopping after a song like other dance styles. Do you like that? Do you you enjoy that? Or how
I think depends. It's not always the case. If you play music at your home or at your own party, then of course you can play one song after another because you don't have a DJ to mix them all. But if you go to like a social legitimate festival, of course they mix them together. Not mix them per se, but like one after another with a smooth transition or, you know, very appealing, a bridge, all that. I think it's fine. I think it's terrific. And then, you know, it brings out a lot of, you know, musical nuances and also help foster a group of DJs and musicians, you know?
And Queenie is not only a good follow, but a good leader as well.
Oh, thank you
What
for
drew you to
pointing it
want
up.
to learn how to lead?
Well, because I had to teach, so naturally I had to learn how to lead. So it was not like out of my passion, but once I got into it, I found tremendous joy in it.
Yeah.
And I really enjoyed it. However, I do have to point out that when I first started my leading journey, I was very intimidated. Of course, you know, any girls who start out leading, it's definitely it's a learning curve, right? And it's a roller coaster. There are a lot of frustrations, a lot of like you know, strugglings. But when I started out, there's somebody in this community kept pushing me, and that person is sitting right in front of me.
Push? Encourage.
In a really good way. I like to use a push because I like people to push me. And encourage, yeah, of course. However you want to phrase it. I do want to thank you for encouraging me to get to where I am now. It took me a while, but after maybe I would say 4 or 5 months, it became just like the learning just became like so fast and so intuitive. Yeah, so I do have to thank you for being there for me.
You're welcome.
Yeah.
What do you enjoy about leading, but also what do you enjoy about following? Are they the same, different?
Of course, different. I mean, you follow and lead as well, so you can, you know, speak to that as well. But each person is different, right? We all have our own experience, different feelings. I think at this current state of mind and life, I would say that I prefer following than leading because I had some like personal experience last year that made me rethink about my, you know, the choices of life, and also my devotion on dance should be a little bit different than what I thought it would be. Translate to plain language is that I want to devote a little less. And of course, because we all have our lives, right? You know, you have a job, you have family, you have a career you want to pursue, or some other things, other hobbies. And then I decided to do a little bit less. And then at that point, I realized that, you know what, leading is draining. Leading is mentally draining. And I just didn't have the bandwidth to continue. Of course, I continue. I still lead. But following just so much easier. Yeah, it's easier and it's more natural. It's more like feminine energy driven, which is something that I've been working on. So it really really aligned with my life goal. So that's why right now, if you ask me which one I prefer, obviously following.
Yeah.
But that doesn't discount leading.
Yeah.
I just like, we all have our choices, right? Preferences.
Leading's good when you, for that night, want to initiate, you want to plan, you want to start the conversation.
Yeah.
But sometimes you're not in that mood. You just want to be...
It's really depending on the mood. Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
As a follower, you're responding. You're finishing sentences. You have to initiate the first movement.
Look at you. You have so much to say.
I know.
Yeah, continue.
That's great.
Yeah.
And then the beauty of leading and following is switch dancing. So if you find a partner who can do both, you can kind of negotiate.
Ooh, negotiate. I like that term.
You can negotiate and then you can dance.
Yeah, speaking of negotiate, if you dance with Jason ever, he likes to negotiate with you. He would like, lead me. I'm like, no, not tonight.
Have you learned anything about switch dancing? Do you enjoy it? Do you enjoy finding people who can do both? And is it a different dynamic than just...
I like it. Yeah, it's fun. I've done like a few times for sure. And it really depends on the partner and if they are like receptive and then also have this like in the mood of giving, then yeah, of course, the conversation is going to take place.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
So how has dance affected your life outside of dance? Has it affected it immensely, a little bit, or?
Yeah, very positively. I mean, it filled my life for the last 8 years. I'm not saying like it doesn't serve the purpose anymore. It's just, you know, at a certain point of life, you want to look out. You want to look outward to see what else you can do. Like hobby-wise, do you want to maybe explore other things? Or, you know, something happened in your life you want to maybe prioritize on. But yeah, I think it has impacted me very positively and profoundly.
And it's something you can go back to whenever you want to. And it'll
Oh
always
yeah,
be there.
yeah, it's always there. Like the dancer's always there, festivals always there. You know,
It's not a race.
it's not a race. You can always take a break. Before I thought, no, you can't take a break. People's going to beat you once you come out. No, it's not that case at all.
Yeah.
I can speak to that.
Yeah, dance can be a race or a competition.
Yeah.
But for most of us, it's just a joy and a hobby.
Yeah, I agree totally. I think that's how you should view dance. Like it should be just a hobby, a passion, but not the entirety of your life. Yeah.
Unless you want it to be. Unless you want to be a teacher.
Yeah.
And you want to be an instructor.
Yes, but even that, you have a choice.
Yes,
Like
yes.
I taught locally for 2 years and then I decided not to teach, but that doesn't mean I'm going to erase the identity out of me. I can always go back, right? But my choice is I don't want to teach because I want to focus on other things and take care of my mental health. Yeah.
That makes sense. And as we wrap up, do you have any tips for those who want to start partner dancing but haven't done it yet? Any tips for newbies?
I would say it's a great way to meet people. And it's a fantastic way to get into a community, dance community, if you are new in town or you just want to try out different area. Dance is a beautiful language to understand yourself, to know more about others. Great way to connect. It has so many benefits, you know, physically and mentally. So I'm sure your other guests also, you know, talk a lot about this, but I think really for me it's a life changer, and I'm sure it will serve you very well as well. Yeah.
Yeah, as adults, we don't get a chance to really push ourselves physically a lot, but also...
Are you saying you don't go to the gym?
I'm not saying I. Some people may not. But dancing not only pushes your limits physically, but creatively.
Creatively?
All in one space.
Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah, that's a really good point. I think human beings are made to create. You know, that's a quote I came across me the other day, instead of consume. And dance is a process of creation. Yeah, it's like where you can use your creativity and where you can be most creative. So I love it.
Yeah. Yeah. It's easily accessible. Get to meet people.
Yeah, it's accessible.
Music.
Exactly. Yeah. If you already love music, if you're already okay with physical touch, you know, to some degree, why not?
And even if you're not, you can work on it. You can improve it.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Yeah, and also improve your. I'll say it really improved my understanding of music a lot. A lot. Yeah. So when's your next social?
I do a monthly social.
Monthly social. Yeah. So when is it?
First Saturdays. In Los
First Saturdays
Angeles.
in Los Angeles. Okay, I'm gonna check it out.
You better.
Pressure. All right. Thank you for having me.
Well, thank you, Queenie, for joining us.
Yeah.
And thank you for watching this latest episode of Dance Brain, when we talk about the beauty of partner dancing. And we'll see you on the next episode.
See ya.